Roll?
Yes.
Let me hear it. Yes. Thank you. Excellent. So we are talking about multi-channel marketing for the real-world retailer today. My name is Jennifer Shaheen, and my company is called the Technology Therapy Group. And I would like to give a big shout out to my sponsor, Sidonia & Company, who's a brand here. And anyone who'd like to see me, you'll be able to find me in their booth over the weekend. So thank you. So what is multi-channel marketing? Well, what I want to start with is a reminder of what a single channel is. A single channel is the relationship your customer has with, let's say, your store. That's an example of single channel. Whereas multi-channel is the relationship your customer has or your potential customer has with each and every channel that you're out there on. Now I'm going to pause for effect here because think about that. That's your website. That's your store. That's a Google search and how you come up on Google Plus or on the maps. That's social media. That's your television commercials. That's your radio spots. That's your sponsorship of the local baseball team or the local community events. These are all channels. Do you guys agree with me? Yes. Excellent. So we're all doing good together. So really, at the end of the day, what the goal is with multi-channel marketing is to create a unified customer experience. And one of the terms you may or may not have heard, and I didn't put up here, is the term omni-channel. And the goal with omni-channel is that eventually to that customer it feels like it's gone away, like there's no channels. It's wherever they're at, whatever device they're on, there's just this connection with you and your store. So if we're going to talk about marketing, then we actually have to talk about the marketing funnel. And we're going to start with the first place in the marketing funnel today, which is awareness. So where does awareness begin? If they don't know who you are yet, how do they find you? Are you guys all looking for new customers? Yes. See, I'm going to try and make sure you guys feel like this is interactive, like a true TED Talk. So if you look here, I've been using some icons, but essentially what we're trying to do is touch customers on each of the different channels. So really, we're not selling what we're doing. We're building awareness. So with that, we have to understand what awareness is in a multi-device world. So I wanted to talk a little bit about what's going on with some of the technology today. So one of the things I also wanted to mention is here. This is called second screening or multi-screening. And I don't know about you, but there was an article in the Huffington Post a few years back about 70% of people, this is like 3 years ago, sitting there with their laptops. You're shaking your head, it's like, can't they just enjoy the show? No, we can't, right? We're overly distracted. Do you now know 84% of people do basic tasks on their phones while they're watching television? You guys can say it. Is that you? Yes. That's me. So if you are advertising to the through local cable or internet, right, or cable, really, then your ad comes on and the person's in front of their phone. What do we want to happen?
Google Meet.
Google Meet, or what else? Come on, we send them to a website. So this is what we're talking about. I want to get you guys thinking, if I'm running TV, then they're sitting there with my phone, where else can I send them? The other thing I want to point out is that for those of you who've been thinking about, is TV worth it? There is also this generation called cord never or cord cutters. And a cord never generation is actually the 20-somethings, even up to the mid-30s. Most of them, believe it or not, men, actually not paying for any type of cable or network television. You're nodding your head. I have friends like that. I have, actually, and what's happening is the over 35 generation is starting to do this now too, because what they're doing essentially is their kids are growing up on Apple TV and Hulu. So we've got a whole generation of cord cutters. So now you have to think about what? Reaching them through all new channels.